What did we learn from the last Beastman deck? I think the Beastman didn't give the much power that we want. I think it gives a little bit shield, a little bit damage, but it's not good enough. The weak cards were definitely nice. They give a little bit. They give that we don't have to build that many shield, and they did a lot of damage. We have to take attention that we don't play the damage weak card in front, because then we have a curse and we don't can play all 4 cards. So we should play that at the end. We're gonna try the next one, and that is our fairy deck. Let's see what's happening there. There are no fairies in here, so we take here the resistant card. We want the fairy prince. That's the first fairy that we take. This fairy is 4 burn. That's not good enough, I think. So we pick the ancient card here. There's a fairy warrior, but there's not a fairy warrior at the end, so we take the moon fairy here. No fairy here, so I think the best is here the heroic blocks blacksmith. So because we're gonna build a bigger deck, so it's nice that we can search a bit more for cards. The penguin queen is also nice in the big deck. We already have a fairy princess, so we don't go for that. There's no other fairy card in here, so we go for the high witch. Because if we have the high witch, you can also take the young witch. More fairies, we need more fairies. The 4 poison is also not good enough. We just want to skip this, so we take the knight. Yes, this is nice. The blue bloom fairy. And the fairy warrior we were waiting for. And the last card is the Sacred Knight to have some armor. I'm not sure about this. We have some weak. Where is our armor? Armor. This is not armor. That's not. We have here some armor. So where's our shield? We have a little bit shield in blue boom. Nah, this is not gonna work. We don't even have to try this. If you would like, you can try this and build this better, but I think there are no options for a fairy this tournament. So we surrender this. So we go for Asian now, the third rest that we have, and then we can, the last 2 things that we can try is a weak build or burn build without any rest classes. Or with some rest classes, but not especially. There is an ancient card in here, but if you don't have them all 3, then it's not worth it. So we go for the Merit Queen. Yeah. Ancient cards. There's no ancient card in here as well. That's not a good start. This exile, so we want this. And ancient cards. We definitely want that one. No ancient card. Then probably a shield card. Oh, we can skip this one with this. Some armor. Another Asian card, no Asian card, so we would like shield. We could think about the robot and copy some Asian cards to have more, but I don't think it's worth it. We go for the shield. The weak is nice. So we have more weak. There are not that many Asian cards, we only saw 1. We want to skip this. We already have this one. Also no Asian cards, I think this is also not going to happen, that way too low. Asian card, this one is nice, we definitely want that. Okay, and we have this one then, the last. Okay, what do we have now? We only have 3 ancient cards. And the ancient cards are good. Especially this one. It says then 18 damage and 9 poison to 1. And it duplicates itself, but I think that's not worth it to play no otherwise. But it's 18 damage. I think the weak is better, and it needs lesser cards, so we're not gonna play Ancient either. It's not an easy tournament, this tournament. So we have two options left, the weak and the burn. We tried a little bit weak, I liked it, but we start with a new deck of burn. We didn't start that much of burn. What do we have? The red dragon. There must be definitely a red dragon in there, Drake. But there's already there are 2 options, and I think we also need resistance, so we take the resistance here. The lava builder is always nice in a burn deck. This volcano fairy is too bad, so we take the ancient card. Hopefully we can skip some. There's no good burn card in here, so we skip this one. I think we need some shield, so we take here the Dark Shield Knight. No burn card, so we take here more shield, the Ambassador of the Peace. We have enough burn already if we have the red dragon, so we're just gonna build a lot of armor and weak. The High Witch is nice for that. Here's the red dragon. We then skip the young witch. Maybe it will be even better to have the young witch than the resistant cards, but I'm not sure about it. Oh, and there's also a good card in here for robots, but we don't have robots, so we take here the red dragon. No good card in here, we try to skip this. Here's also that armor card, and here's an immune card, so we take here the immune card. We take here the ancient card because it builds resistance. And the last card is only one option, and that's the Scared Knight for this deck. Okay, we're gonna give it a try. I think this is can be nice. That was the burn decks. That did go great. I think the burn deck has a good chance to be one of the best decks. I think there are 2 options in this tournament, or build burn or weak deck. I like the weak deck a little bit better because you need to build a little bit less shield, and the shield is also a big problem in this tournament. So I'm gonna build one more weak deck, and I'm just gonna try a bit with this deck. I will show you what my status of my last deck is now, and then probably about a few days there will become a new video with the last deck for this tournament. Okay, I will enter, we're gonna build a weak deck. In the weak deck, we only need the damage card with that gives us a curse. I don't know the name for him, sorry for that. Because that's enough damage for all the weak deck. The rest of the cards are going to be armor cards, shield cards, and resistance cards or skip cards. So Mermaid is a good start. Then here are no good weak cards, so we could take the shield card, but it's not that strong, so we take here another skip card. We take here a skip card, so the first one was the resistance card. I think we can build strength, so we don't need strength because we're going to build on weak. We take here the ancient because half of the turns this is also a skip card. It gives 1 mana back. Here we take definitely the moon fairy. There's no weak card in here. Skip card. You also need some shield. This is a good start to take some shield. So we take here the Dark Shield Knight. There's also no weak in here, so we take the Ambush of Peace for more shield and armor. Yeah, the first weak card, we definitely want High Witch in the weak. The Young Witch is also nice, we definitely need that one. Those are all bad, so we take here the skip card, Knight of the Seagull. We always like a Neum card, so Snow Queen. This is the card that it's going to be all about. Apply 3 weak to all enemies receive damage equal to the weak value. It's too bad that this one is also in here, because this is one of the cards that give us resistance, so we maybe even cannot play the resistance cards. That's too bad. So, and that's maybe even the reason that you would play Burn instead of Weak. But we're gonna try with the Necromancer. Oh, it's Necromancer, okay. And here there's only one, you can just pick the second knight. I'm gonna try this and I'll let you know how it's going after a few days, and then I will make a little video what is the result of the deck building. Thank you for listening and watching. Let me know what you think about it. Goodbye, have fun.